We have watched every episode of Barry here on our YouTube channel, and today we are finishing the final season. 4 episodes left. In our last video, we watched the first half of the season, and I've really been digging it so far, but I'm starting to get that feeling. You know, it's coming to an end. How do you feel?
It doesn't feel real. It feels really weird. Like, everything that's happened so far, like, I went back and watched like a recap video that someone made, and I sent it to you to catch yourselves up. And like, even watching that recap, I still feel like I don't know. Even watching the whole thing just feels surreal. Like, it doesn't feel like the same show, like we discussed. And the episodes being 30 minutes, it's just going by too fast.
Yeah,
it's scary.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking, you know, watching these in 2 halves. They're each kind of like 2-hour movies. The first half and this half, so it's kind of like we're watching one last movie here. No clue how it's going to end. And the last episode we watched ended with that vague time jump idea. What's going to happen there?
I think it's a fake out.
You think it's fake out?
I think it was like, oh, get ready for the next episode, because they're releasing it week by week, right?
Yeah.
When it was released, so it's like, oh, did this happen? So I think it's everyone's been hallucinating, but Barry's been hallucinating. So I think it's just something to keep us going. What's going to happen? And it's going to, I don't know, but we'll find out.
We'll find out. We're going to jump in. So much happened at the end of that last episode with Gene and his son, and
oh God, yeah,
and everything that happened. So we're going to jump into it.
Stan, our son's got into a bit of a fight.
How do you not know Call of Duty?
Gotta admit, it's kind of weird you never heard of Call of Duty.
oh my God,
Like 15 versions of it.
Yeah, well, we don't play video games at our house.
I think it was more than 15.
yeah.
I wish Travis was nice to me after I apologized.
Well, we can't control other people, bud. We can only control ourselves.
Do they live at a Courage and Cowardly Doghouse?
But you took responsibility for it. It's the right way to live.
Think Barry and Dexter would ever do a crossover?
Owned by different companies, but if they could pull it off. Dexter did come back recently. I didn't watch it.
How you doing this morning? You enjoying a short stack?
I sure am, Miss Jenny.
Oh, I'm gonna need a fucking Zanny.
Oh, just basic math, you know. I want to get into one.
Oh my God.
You know what I like about old Abe? Which is he had this beautiful combination of pragmatism, optimism, and compromise. How's your food, John? Pretty good, right? Chicken pot pie?
Hey guys, today I'm gonna tell you all the messed up shit Abraham Lincoln did.
What?
Oh boy. Marriage is like
Oh God.
package of jelly beans.
He's trying to like dissuade him from playing baseball.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, YouTube would be taking that down, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, 12-year-old kid dying. Yeah.
You're gonna have to pull that up on live leak.
Mom,
What's wrong?
I don't want to get killed by a baseball.
And like Sally seems like not into this, even with her own. If it is her kid, she's like not into it like at all.
Gandhi? Oh yeah, his wife had pneumonia. You gotta give her penicillin, but he said no because of religious beliefs. But then when he got malaria, he said, give me the drugs.
Oh no.
Tricky legacy.
Damn, is that true? That's wild. All right, back to some type of reality here.
Are we back to the real world here?
Back to LA.
Four?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, they really did time cut.
I'd like to talk to the person who runs Warner Brothers.
I don't think you're Gene Cousineau.
Why?
Because he's been missing, presumed dead for 8 years.
8? Oh yeah.
So it's been 8 years.
Okay.
You're gonna want to talk to me.
Oh, you think they're making a movie or show about Barry and he found out?
Oh God.
At the State of the Union, like, how did we get this lucky, you know? Like, we're so lucky.
All right, she's really into it. That's a bit more than just watching the show.
Yes, because you weren't good yet, you know? You were a kid, so you were bad. But
Oh, she had a Google alert set up.
What?
they're making a movie about us.
Called that one.
I'm gonna have to kill Cousineau.
Oh my God. That's what he thinks? Oh no.
Why can't I just leave the safety on?
Because John don't know how to turn it off. Look, boys instinctively know how guns and cars work. We either do this, or drop John off at an orphanage, and we kill ourselves.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's out. He was locked up for 8 years.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's got the raven on his chest. Hank own a fucking company?
So nice to finally meet you. Welcome to NoHo Ball. My name is Val, and
The elder Chechens really helped Hank out, huh?
Hank's office is this way. I will show you. Please follow me.
Oh, is that supposed to be Cristobal?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Floor with kitchen, juice bar. Can I interest anyone in something to drink?
Oh, he did the sand thing.
Wow, look at what the cat brought in to the house. All right, wow, so good to see you.
You put us up on your best property, and then you find and deliver Barry Berkman to me.
That's old news, man. I mean, Barry's in the wind. He's probably dead. We'll get much better fish to fry.
Barry, alone, in a room with me and my guys, that's the top priority.
We'll see what we can do.
This is Pastor Pat, and on today's podcast,
And then he's fucking going to L.A.
Oh, God.
Of course, that has to coincide, line up exactly.
Barry Berkman is the main character, but he's the villain. You, Gene Cousineau, would be the hero that defeats him.
For the past 8 years, I've been living on a kibbutz in Israel, where I learned selflessness and true happiness. You are glorifying a psychopath, and you're exploiting the memory of the woman I loved.
Didn't Gene go to them?
Yeah, I mean, they were making it anyway.
Oh,
but
okay,
he found out
okay.
they were making it.
Gene Cousineau? The DA would like to see you. Take 2 bites of that salad and come with me.
Why 2 bites?
So you found a spine over there in Israel?
I did.
How'd your son take seeing you?
All right, good for him. Good for him.
Woo! I told you it was going to be okay.
So after he shot him, he's like, oh, you're okay. All right, I'm going to Israel.
All right, sorry. I'm out of here.
Justified killings.
Or did
Most
he?
of them.
Oh, it's Bill Burr.
This gave me an intense feeling that I knew was a sign from God saying, "You got my blessing, Nicky."
Bingo.
Oh, Bill Burr, hell yeah. You know, he recorded that one day, like half an hour in his house.
He probably used his own podcast equipment. To do that.
I came to apologize for shooting you. I thought it was somebody else.
Why are you back?
He really just bolted right after shooting him. Oh, God. Oh, that's his son?
Oh, is he still in school?
He was only like 6 when...
True. Oh, he can't do it.
Oh, he's got his own kid. He can't do it, yeah.
No mirrors in your house? Oh.
You poke me in the eye? Fucking bitch!
What?
You fucking bitch! What'd you put in my eye?
What is happening? What just happened?
I don't know, man.
What got put in his eye?
And like when it looked like the guy in the mask closed the door, it looked like he was in the room. She turns around, he's out of the like.
You know, you got rid of
Yeah.
Cristobal. You took his idea.
I didn't kill Cristobal.
What?
Oh God.
Why don't you accept that you're a badass, and I'm giving you a fucking compliment?
That's it. Deal's over. I want you and your fucking men out of here.
What the fuck happened?
It's like, I guess his woman and daughter are just okay with all this.
Do they even know what's going on?
It's like they're talking about killing people.
They're just sitting there like.
Oh my god, it was a trap!
That's a
Is
trap.
that it? Is that the episode? Nope.
Nope, another fake.
So many cuts to black.
Enough!
Oh, is it gonna be Jim?
Oh, God, I hope not.
I've been watching Gene's son's house for 8 years.
I've had no.
Oh!
Damn it! You're probably asking if I had any character development since then. No. Do I have any character flaws? No.
Oh, and there you go.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Wow. Oh yeah, there's an IV, so.
I will now teach you the German language, starting with nouns.
Francisco Boya.
Wow.
Konstantin Persky. Explosions.
It's like you know these guys are all just gonna die.
Oh, he can get it.
Sharpshooter.
Of course he is.
500 confirmed kills.
Make that 501. And before you kill Fuchs, tell him, no, Hank did this.
Oh my god.
I should have given me that money. $250,000.
$250,000.
Trying to remember.
Yeah, what he did with the money? Yeah, I know. I mean, Barry gave it to him, but I don't remember what he
Gave it
did
to
with it.
Kusino? Okay.
I'm calling on behalf of a client. He wants to play you in that movie.
Not interested.
My client is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oscar winner Daniel Day-Lewis. He'd like to come out of retirement to play you.
Oh, no.
I guess I'm free today. I'll text you the location.
And if there's anyone that's going to help, you know, or revert Gene back to his egotistical ways, it's fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. Best actor of all time.
But where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles with my son.
She knows Barry came here to kill him, specifically. Why would she go to his house?
We need to find a way to get to Kusino's. He's an old friend of mine. We're gonna meet your daddy there.
Okay, so she plans on meeting him.
These past 3 episodes have been a nightmare. This whole thing is just a nightmare.
We just got the delivery from Fuchs.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Listen, I need you, okay? You're my support system. Why am I still opening these?
Next time we capture enemies, I or one of the guys take the ladies out for a meal, so they're not here when shit goes down. Yo, that was like a sneak attack, though. I'm not trying to be all whatever, but can't really like plan for those. I still think I can time it where we get them out of the house for a nice meal before shit goes down.
That was pretty great.
Yeah, that was good.
Gene Cousineau, Matt Iserson.
Pretend you don't know me.
I have a client who wants to play Barry, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, no.
This would be a great way to get Janice's story out there.
Oh my god, dude, it's like, come on, like, has to revert back so easily.
Those 8 years of peace and, like, it all goes out the window.
Okay, come on.
Oh, my God.
All right, load up the next one.
This was it, only one.
Shit.
Oh, my God.
Dude, Hank, come on.
I want to turn myself in. My name is Sally Reed, and
What are you talking about, man?
Oh, what the? And the guy she killed, that's what she's seeing?
Oh, boy.
It's okay.
I'm like, at this point, I'm like, who are they with? You know, it's like...
Are those NoHo Hanks people that went to go look for Gene?
I
but
guess.
Instead of Gene being there, they got Kid and her?
He doesn't like nervous.
Okay.
He doesn't like nervous.
Okay.
Mark, it's Matt.
And now that I think about it, though, I don't think Sally and Hank have ever met or had an interaction, even know who each other are.
Yeah, good point. Oh, my God.
You want to tell us why Barry Berkman gave you $250,000, Gene?
That whole thing was a setup?
Did you shoot your son because he found out his house was paid for with Chechen drug money?
Now that is crazy.
What?
Why are you telling everyone that Barry is a sympathetic soul?
I would never say something like that.
Oh, you told me.
Who the fuck are you?
Sorry, I'm Brad. I'm an actor.
Detective Moss killed a Chechen gangster at your theater, where they found drug money. So you invited her up to your cabin, where you had Barry, a guy you claim would do whatever you say, murder her.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
No!
And when we found her body, you were there with Barry and a Chechen criminal assassin known as the Raven.
Oh my God.
You know me. What do you,
Gene, you are a great actor.
Damn, dude.
We've been in every episode, but have never met.
Yeah, true.
For 8 years, she never got it dyed. She just wore a wig every day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Great.
He must know who she is, even though they've never met.
Yeah.
And now the kid's like, what the fuck is going on? Wait, did the kid ever question why she would wear a wig to work?
I don't think she ever saw her without it.
Wait, she even wore the wig at home around the kid?
Yeah, she was wearing the black wig the entire time.
Oh my
In the
God,
house,
dude.
yeah.
No way.
Yeah. This kid's
With how drunk and everything she gets, like she never took off the wig.
Apparently
Oh
not.
my God.
Listen, I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you. Hey, man. I've got two people here who want to say hi to you. Say it.
Dad, please come get us! Help us.
Come quick if you want to see your family again.
All right, man.
A lot of episodes directed by Bill.
I'm pretty sure he directs the whole show.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I can't believe they were able to get that perfectly framed where Gene looks like he coincided with Barry to have Janice killed.
Yeah, but it's like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially, I forgot about the whole drug money being in his theater and her killing the guy, him showing up there, because they never put that together.
How does Fuchs' story end? That's what I'm wondering for this last episode.
You see that? That's Sally Reed, his girlfriend. And then there's this little guy.
Is that his son?
That's right. He'll be here any minute.
I'm coming over.
Wonder what he thinks of that.
Because it was his buddy's friend. That Barry was his buddy's son, right? So he's gonna have a soft spot where it's like, you know, like he had a soft spot for Barry when he was a kid. So he's gonna have a soft spot for Barry's kid.
If Barry dies, takes the kid under his wing,
show starts over with someone else.
Even though now he's like a like a felony prisoner.
Last time seeing that.
We'll make this brief. With this new information coming to light, we're reopening the Janice Moss murder case. But I believe deep in my heart that Gene Cousineau manipulated Barry Berkman to kill my daughter.
So did he go home and Barry was gone and he's like, okay, well, whatever. Like he doesn't even care about Barry anymore?
Because I guess once he figured out the money thing, it's like, okay, Barry's not the problem. He was just a tool. But although
yeah, even though he's wrong, but
yeah.
That's what he thought.
Yeah.
Even if that's the case, he just doesn't care. Like he trapped this guy and now he escaped.
He was willing to ruin that reporter's life, but just let Barry go. You know, whatever, man.
Whatever.
I deserve whatever happens to me, but you don't. I'm a bad mother.
This kid has become the only likable character in the show.
Yeah, I guess it's fitting with Sally's character. She never shows any empathy or love towards anybody. No stealthy way to do this. Just gonna everyone line up.
Finally, drop the bullshit and just accepted who I am. Man with no heart. I walk away right now. You'll never hear from me again. All you have to do is admit that you killed Cristobal.
You are a fucking liar. The deal is off. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, God!
Oh, there goes everybody. Oh, no, not a grenade! Oh, great stunt.
Yeah, holy... No cut there. Gee.
Stop!
Come here.
Wow.
That gave me chills.
Wow.
Oh.
And it's like so much for having no heart, you know?
Mm-hmm. No.
Wow.
No.
You know, I thought if anybody had the chance for like a spin-off, it would have been Hank.
No, Hank, yeah. They're gonna be gone. He turns over in the bed, it's just Jim Moss.
Well.
Jesus. Who the fuck are you?
Oh my
God. The rip torn gun.
This is an opportunity to do the right thing. And you haven't seen a little boy here. I haven't.
That's one thing about Barry. He's very one note with everything.
You should call the cops. The cops? I'm gonna turn myself. Oh, wow.
How amazing are they?
It's the kid from It! So obviously another time jump here.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, do you want to go get a drink or maybe a cup of coffee or something?
No.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, nice to meet you, Robert.
Pretty blunt.
Yeah.
Was it okay?
Yeah, of course. It always is.
It was good, right?
Yes.
Guess people don't change.
Ready for this? I don't know if I want to watch.
Oh God, it's gonna be that movie, isn't it?
I'm a soldier. Marine.
Guess they couldn't get him all over. I know that was fake, but
Full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Barry, that was wonderful.
Mr. Cousineau, you'll never guess. Ryan Madison. Who are these two guys?
Ryan Madison. They're still framing Ryan Madison. Oh, dude, he can't catch a break.
I knew something was up with you, Cousineau.
You owe me. I took you in and helped you become human again. I fought for you. Now it's your turn.
Barry Berkman murdered Janice Moss in cold blood.
That son of a bitch.
They're really going with this long for the season finale? This fake movie?
You shouldn't have come back, Barry. You ruffled a lot of feathers.
The platoon shit. Oh my God.
So they just like cleared him completely?
I guess they didn't know about any of the other murders he did?
The Hitman stuff.
It's tough because I know we just binged these 8 episodes in like in 2 sittings, yeah. And it doesn't feel real, especially after episode 4. Everything after that, from 5 to now, it's like it doesn't feel real. It's like what was.
Yeah, I feel like the first thing I want to say is season 1 of this show is like one of my favorite seasons of any television show. I love it. And I just don't think any of the other seasons really could ever match it. And like I said, I think in our first sitting of watching these, I almost kind of respect that in a way it feels like they didn't even try to match it. they didn't try to repeat that formula.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of were like, okay, now we got to do something else. And so I guess I can at least respect that they didn't just like go back to the well and do it over and over until it eventually dies. Not in terms of the quality of the show, because I still think the show is very well made throughout the whole thing, but the story just goes completely off the rails. And I think, you know, for the most part, Barry was written and directed by Bill Hader, and I think the direction throughout the entire series is excellent, but I don't think the writing is excellent the entire time. Still really funny and everything, but I just feel like story-wise, it just really got off the rails.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they wrote themselves into a hole. Like, what do we do? How do we solve this where there's, you know, a satisfying ending? And it's like, the thing in the show, like, there's no good characters. By good, I mean, like, good person. Like, yeah, redeemable characters. Like, everyone is an asshole in some way. Like, there's no, like, really, you know, good, solid, you know, I don't know, Captain America-esque, like everyone's flawed. So maybe it makes sense that no one really gets a good ending here. I do respect that it doesn't, like the show didn't reset at all. Like it just kept going and going off of 1 or 2 or 3 storylines throughout the whole show. Like it didn't like reset where like, oh, now Barry's a serial killer and in this part of, you know, exactly, yeah, it's like, oh, like a sitcom, like, oh, I keep getting away with these murder, you know, it's got to live in this double life. But no, it's just like, this situation happens and it just keeps going off the rails. Like I'm just wondering what would happen if we didn't have that time jump, because it almost took me out of it a little bit.
It didn't end up being completely horrible. Like I liked some of the stuff that they did, but it does feel like the show essentially ended at episode 4 of this season, and then now this is a kind of a new show, except none of the characters got full endings, so now they all got endings in this future timeline, you know, bad and good. But just from a character perspective, almost everyone I think does kind of complete their arc the way that it should happen. Like Barry should either go to jail for the rest of his life or die. Like that's
yeah, there's no good ending for that character. Yeah. The one thing I really liked was just that ending look for Fuchs and Barry, where like their story was ended. You know, like now Fuchs sees, you know, Barry with his own kid. He's probably reminded of, you know, his best friend and when Barry was a little kid. So he has that moment where it's like, okay, we're done here. We're going our separate ways. The whole thing with him becoming the crime lord or whatever, just to have that rivalry with NoHo Hank. Like I guess everyone gets punished in some way for being an asshole. And then there's Sally, like her ending, like very still emotionally distant. You know, like reverted back to her old, just like only interested in herself. Like, oh, was my show good? Was it good? You know, it's like sure she's like now she's just doing like community plays or whatever for schools, but it's like she just reverted back to her own, like only caring about her work and was it good and like distant to her son. It's like,
and I could just never buy in the whole time this 4 episodes that she birthed this child and is its mother. Like I know not every mother in the world is the most loving, closest to their children mother, whatever, you know. I'm not expecting that, but it's like you brought up several times, she almost at no moment showed any type of connection to this kid until this last episode where she had that one moment with him. But that really, even that wasn't about the kid. It was about her coming to terms with everything she's done in her life. With Barry, I could almost believe it a little bit. Like he's trying to change his life because of his son. But with her, I never felt that, and I just don't think 4 episodes is enough to build that out.
And Barry, the whole thing with religion, like I don't know, for Barry to be, I mean, yes, he's an asshole, but I feel like that whole thing where it's like, oh no, I'm redeemed. It's like.
To me, and I feel like I realized this when we started season 3, when you first had like the psychotic break, but then it went throughout. If you rewatch the whole show, like I don't think he was ever like a real human being. Like I think he's just a sociopath and a psychopath, and like I think that he tries to be human and like, you know, have those connections like with Sally or his son or whoever, but I just don't think at the end of the day, because if you're a person with any type of empathy or anything, you're not going to be a mass murderer, right? So it's like it is what it is. It's like, and that's why he needs to die or go to jail for the rest of his life.
I think that's what the show is, a perfect storm, because every character is like that, just to more or less degrees. Like everyone is a psychotic, selfish sociopath. Like Sally's super selfish. Gene is an egomaniac. Fuchs is a weird NoHo Hank's a weird, power hungry, weird. You know, like everyone is messed up, And like it was just like a perfect storm that all these characters, and that's why it ended up the way it did.
You know, they do everything in this show to like have you have sympathy for him, like his girlfriend dying, you know, Barry, all this stuff. And I really was hoping when he came back in this future timeline, like I believed him, like, oh, he's turned a new leaf. And that when we first watched episode 7, that moment where he like gets bought into the movie thing again, I'm like, it was heartbreaking to see, even though it led to that great reveal. It was heartbreaking to see, but I think with how the show ends up, you know, I think you're kind of correct. It's like, even though not everyone is as bad as Barry, everyone still is, you know, a victim of themselves. And Gene was never going to change. Like, for him to go to Israel for 8 years and still not change out of that, you know, it's like he does. I'm not going to say he deserves to go to jail the rest of his life, but he does, you know, not deserve a happy ending. Like, no one in the show really does, I guess, except for the kid, because he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, and like, but he gets that movie where his dad's the hero. So like, despite everyone being a bad person, he gets that. So hopefully he ends up better than how everyone else was. Like, and also maybe that's why they brought up Abe Lincoln and Gandhi in like episode 5, where it's like, you know, oh, they were heroes. Oh, but they also did this. They were also, he did, you know, it's like
confusing, like, or what do you say, confusing legacies or complex legacies?
Yeah, it's just a commentary that everyone sucks. I think that's my theory. It's like everything sucks. People need to do better. Every one of these characters is an asshole in some way. No happy ending. Go fuck yourself.
I am curious, though, with the whole Gandhi Abraham Lincoln thing and also the ending of the show. I would like to look into, you know, if Bill Hader's done any interviews about it, of what exactly they were going for. Like, because I get it from like the kid's perspective, but like I was saying, the kid knows what really happened in that warehouse. You know, Barry didn't come in and save them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, he might be in a little bit of denial, like Fuchs said at the end there to Hank, where he's like, denial is tough. You know, everyone in the show is kind of in denial in one way or another, whether it's like not being a successful actor or, you know, whatever the case is. But is it meant to be that like the kid's gonna grow up in this denial, or, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm curious where he was going with that, because I think the fake movie thing is hilarious just as a bit, but to like end the whole show on that and then show the kid's reaction to it, makes me wonder if like he wanted that to hit heavier than it did for me. But yeah, overall, the performances and the direction in this season were still just absolutely excellent, and probably throughout the whole show, like those two factors are amazing. But when it comes to just like the story of the show, I think that first season just was never going to be matched. And you know, it's so small and simple, and just like a dude's a hitman who moves to LA and wants to be an actor and has to juggle those two things. It's such a good show, and it's just, I don't want to say it's unfortunate, but it's just kind of like, the rest of the show is really well made. It's just kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah, they just made the choice to just run the story just based off that first season, really. And it's like, so many things are like with the rival gangs, and like all the elders come in, oh, there's more people, all that stuff was like, I don't know, that rival gang stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, definitely some great camera work and shots, and I think great, like you say, great performances. Like the first time like Hank broke down after Cristobal died, I'm like, fuck, man, and they just let the camera sit on him for a bit. Actual tears were forming.
Cool that we got to watch it. I'm glad we watched it for the channel and watched the whole show.
Yeah, had that heartbreaking thing when TOS ended, and now this is over. It's like two heartbreaks, and this is why I don't start new shows, because when it ends, I'm depressed.
Well, what do you guys think of this final season of Barry? Very interested to know. And you can watch our reactions to every single episode of the show now here on the channel. So go do that. And if you like these reactions, you like these more chilled back, laid back reaction here to the target audience, subscribe. We watch a lot of Star Trek and sci-fi, but we also watch other stuff too, like Barry. And who knows, maybe we'll finally eventually watch some type of recent or current show at some point.
Yeah.
It's a nice change of pace, especially if they're half an hour. So
yeah, it's nice to see such high quality pixels where you can see every detail in someone's face instead of some grain.
All right, well, let us know and subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. That's it. We're done with Barry, and we're done with this video. Thank you.